Okay, let's go. Alright, so we're live. Let's just wait till the race begins. Okay, welcome back everybody. It's your host Wildtalk aka Kobe. Welcome back to round 2 of F2 season 7 in Portugal. Who will take the top step of the podium tonight? Who will win? Who will lose? Who do we see spin? Who do we see DNF? Literally anything can happen in these races. That's why we love F2. We start off with a one-shot qualifying. Then we'll start off with a what's it called? With the sprint race, so the top 10 will be reversed. So if Dixon gets pole, and let's say Bowie P10, then Bowie will be on pole, and Dixon will be P10. Then we have the feature race, which you have to do a pit stop in. So yeah, in the sprint, a pit stop is not mandatory, but you can do pit stop if you want. So let's see. Let's the qualifying commence soon, and then we can see who will be P1. Welcome everyone. Welcome. Don't laugh when I crash, please. We'll see about that, Joffrey. We'll see about that. I can't promise anything. I will get emotional if you crash. If that's good for you. Alright, the ready up call has been given. Let the qualifying commence in 20 seconds. There we will know who will take the pole position, who will take 4 points. I think the qualifying for Legacy is a dry session, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's see. At the moment it's Jammy JJ who's leading us around the track. Into turn 1 we go. See Dixon Crossfire having a well, I think Dixon has maybe invalidated this lap. Let's jump on board with Dixon. Let's see. Has he invalidated this lap? Yes, he has. Dixon, the Dixonator, the guy who took maximum points last week, has indeed invalidated this lap into turn 1. that's not a good start for him today. He will start P13 as this right now. Crossfire strikes. Still on pole position at the moment. He is very, very fast. He is. Joffrey the Emo, a newcomer to the F2, is at the moment running in that P2 spot. Seems like he's not too close behind. Who but Finn just took it, no Crossfire. Joffrey has took it again, Crossfire will be getting pole position it seems like. Although they're all pretty close together it seems like. But lap times may get a little bit different as they're never really correct. Right, Crossfire strikes on pole with 125.2. Joffrey P2 with 126.1. Finn P3. See the unlucky guys who were disqualified because they invalidated their lap times. It happens. Just have to see that it doesn't happen too often. So we have in P1 Crossfire strikes. P2 Joffrey the Emo. P3 Finn Nell X. P4 you have Frl Links 38 Eviat. P5 JBX221. P6 Jamie JJ. 7 Slowso. P8 BLX and CS. P9 Frl Swinney. P10 JB Bowie. P11 Rob Tucklife. P12 is Barkologist who unfortunately has invalidated his lap. Let's see where his lap time will have put him. Let's see with Dixon 25.8, 26.7, 27.4 and 29.8. I think that will have put Dixon P2. Yeah, Las will have been P7 I think. P15 to P1, 2 ways in a row. Watch this space. Only joking, Kobe, no chance. Dixon, we believe in you, mate. You can do it. We believe in the Dixonator. Dry race, it seems like. Let's hope it keeps dry. This is a sprint race, so no pit stop is mandatory. P10 will start on P1 and P1 will start from P10. So Crossfire will be P10 and J Bowie will be on pole. Kinda predicted that, but only with the one person. I said Dixon will be P1, but so let's see. Can Bowie convert this P1 to a win, or will Crossfire or Dixon get him, or any of the other guys? It's JB Bowie and Frl Swinney front row. Then on the second row we have BLX and CS and Slowso. On the third row we have Jamie JJ and JBX. On the fourth row we have Lynx and Finn. At the fifth row we have Joffrey and Crossfire. Sixth row Rob and Barkologist. Seventh row FL Alpha and Les Piscili or something like that. And then at the last row, the eighth row for us, FRL Dixon. So let's see, can we get provided some good piece of racing here? Let's hope we will. Will Dixon make another comeback like last week, or will it be Crossfire or someone else who takes the victory here in the sprint of Portimao? We can only hope and find out that we will see no safety cars. Hopefully no safety cars, no incidents, no crashes. Everybody just finished the race. That'll be good. As well, for the guys who don't know, we do points till P15. So if you're P15, you might be 5 laps behind. Just finish the race, you still get that point. At the end of the season, that point can cost you the championship. Anything can happen here in F2. So just keep going, keep it clean, and just keep driving. Don't retire in the pits. Just keep going. That's the memo. As see the drivers coming to the grid. This is a very good camera angle, I must say. Drivers are lining up on their grid spots. Bowie will slot into the P1 spot. And Swinny into the P2 spot. Alright, Dixon's hoping for a top 5. I think Dixon, you'll do P15 to P4. That's what I predict. You can always say predictions in the chat, guys, if you want. It'll be interesting to see what you guys think. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights are on. As lights out, and away we go. We see Bowie gets a good start. But Swinny also gets a good start. Everybody gets a good start. Dixon's already up 2 positions of the start. 3 positions of the start. We're not even turn 1 yet. He takes it clean to turn 1. He lost position drop. He takes it back. He's P12 now. See this BL and Crossfire going side by side. They make there's contact. BL is in the wall. He got spun around, unfortunately. Jamie JJ into P3, JBX to P2, and as Bowie is just thinking, you guys can fight, I will just go and mind my own business over here. I see a beautiful fight for the tops, for the podium places here. Let's hope this will provide some good piece of racing without instance. See a guy, somebody running wide. There was a Joff. No, it wasn't Joffrey. That was Swinny, I believe. He's down to P11. What's happened to Swinny? He's had a horrendous start. Dixon already up into P7. It's only lap 1. Crossfire up to P5. Will he make a move on Jamie JJ here? He takes it easy. Oh, the boat in the wall! Jamie JJ and Crossfire make contact. The boat in the wall. They're still in the race. That is a virtual safety car to clean the debris. Lynx puts his car into P3. Dixon is P5 already. 10 positions gained in 1 lap. What a guy. Or Dixon either is. We can all hope for a good race. Bowie at the moment leading by 1.2 seconds. Who will be able to get it without a drive-through? Will there be people who get a drive-through? I see people pitting for which front wing damage. Joffrey, Swinny have front wing damage. Have they collided? We don't know. See, the guy with the most positions lost is Jamie JJ. He lost 10. Dixon has gained 10. J Bowie has lost 0, gained 0. I think the first safety car might end pretty soon. Not sure, can't see it. Make sure you don't get drive too lads, as that will ruin your race completely. 4 people are in pit. They will have a fight. Will Dixon win this race? Will he fight back? The virtual safety car has got to end soon. And and nobody got a drive through, everybody got away good. JBX got a better restart than Bowie. I see Dixon has passed slow, so he's already into P4, 1.9 seconds behind P3. At the moment, this is a pretty close battle. Taking the tighter line there. Will Lynx be able to get JBX into turn 1? Will he do it or will he not do it? He's gaining pretty fast, 3 tenths the gap is. The weaving. DRS is enabled, but not for this straight, for the next straight. JBX also gained on Bowie. It's a slipstream. He will be able to DRS on the next straight on Bowie. So Bowie might lose the lead here. He's half a second away. Will Lynx be able to get JBX over here? The DRS, will he brake later? JBX goes pretty late on the brakes himself. Lynx can't now brake him, because that will be too dangerous. Frl Alpha still behind Slozo. Rob Duck Life behind Barcologist. Got better traction off that corner. He's gaining. Will he put his car aside? No, he won't. He backs off and waits. Crossfire has retired in the pits. They are going side by side. This is very enjoyable racing. This is some good racing. Well done move by Rob Duck Life. Battle for P1, P2, P3, and P4 is going out, and Dixon is also joining with 11 position gain in only 3 laps. JBX is right on tail of Bowie. Bowie will maybe even lose 2 positions on one straight. Not the best lap you can have from Bowie then. If you lose 2 positions on straight. Lose one. He does lose to Lynx. Only to JBX. He's still right on him. Bowie will not let go of JBX. He's coming to take what's his. And that's that lead of that race. Everybody in here wants to win that race. See, somebody is off. Who is it? Who is off? It's no one. No, Barcola just has spun. JBX keeps lead to Bowie. Bowie trying to follow JBX pretty close, trying to gain on him as well. Everybody is trying to go for the move, but they can't go for the move because the track is pretty tight as well. Nearly no overtaking moves, or not a lot at least. This is a really good fight, four-way fight for the lead. Dixon also managed to get involved. Bowie is very close there to JBX as they go side by side. The Trident and the Charus. Lynx has the outside line. Bowie keeps his car ahead at the moment. Will Lynx try and go for the move? Bowie keeps his car ahead. Bowie is still ahead. Bowie is still ahead. Bowie loses position to Lynx. He's trying to fight back. Bowie is still trying to fight back. And they touch. Only slight bit of touch, but this is also invited Dixon in the party as JB Bowie gets past Lynx again and takes his P2 spot, but can't get past JBX because he was fighting too hard with Lynx. Lynx nearly spins, tries to put his car beside. Will Dixon manage to get a better traction than Lynx? He is beside him by the end of the corner. By the start of the straight, he's still beside him. Lynx can't go for move because Dixon is there. Dixon is putting his cars in smart place there. Lynx runs a bit deep, and Dixon takes P3. Will Lynx try to fight back? Oh, we have a spinner. Rob has went for a spin. Seemed to manage to avoid the wall, so that's pretty good. Lynx and Dixon are still going at. Dixon has took the place of Lynx. Swinney with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings of track limits. This was a really good move from Dixon. We hope to see more of that from other guys as well, not only from Dixon. Will Bowie be able to finally get back his lead? As JBX is at the moment 8 tenths ahead, 7 tenths ahead, 9 tenths ahead, 1 second ahead. Bowie is out of DRS at the moment. Bowie, I think he has a DRS. I think he just managed to get into DRS, which is pretty good for Bowie. Bowie will be relieved that he got into the DRS again. But will he be able to gain enough to take back the lead of the race? Or will Dixon attack him? Dixon attacks, Lynx attacks, everyone's attacking. They go wide. Both over the track. Dixon takes P2. Bowie is trying to fight back. Dixon takes the P2. He might lose the position to Lynx as well. Might be down to P3. He keeps P3 still. Dixon is now in P2, 30% gain. Lynx takes P3 of Bowie. Bowie good for a late braking move? No, he doesn't. He waits. Dixon, Dixon got better traction than JBX. He is beside him. Dixon is beside JBX. JBX tries to defend. Trying to do what Alonso Ocon can do. Defend like a lion. Oh, they touch. They get a little bit twitchy. Dixon is ahead by the end of the corner, and he takes the lead of the Portimao Grand Prix as JBX trying to fight back. JBX tries to fight back, but Dixon still stays ahead. As he's invited Lynx to take a look, as Jamie JJ is off the track, he's in the wall, lost his front wing. Lynx is into P2, JBX into P3, and there has been a virtual safety car call to clean up the front wing of Jamie JJ, who has unfortunately crashed. At the moment it's Dixon with a lot of positions gained, 14 positions gained. What a race from our Dixonator, our very own Dixon. Lap 7 out of 13, where we crossed the halfway point. Ooh, Dixon. Think Dixon was out of Delta and had to get back into green Delta. I can only imagine that's what happened, because I can't imagine if you're Dixon you don't want to get a drive through at this point. Joffrey got a drive through. It seems like Lynx got a drive through as well. Lynx has a drive through. This will put Bowie back on the podium. Unfortunately for Lynx. As JBX takes lead of Dixon. Dixon has got a shit restart. But JBX is gaining Dixon is gaining on GPX again. As Bowie's out DRS. Bowie tries to get back into DRS of Dixon and JBX. Jamie JJ also retired in the pits, unfortunately for him. He could have kept on going and got 2 points, but he decided to retire in the pits. Dixon is so close to JBX. 2 tenths. Bowie also in the DRS at the moment. No, he's out DRS. In DRS maybe. Does he have the DRS? He doesn't have the DRS. As Dixon goes side by side. Dixon goes ahead of GBX. Well, the sensational battle between these two. Dixon will be pleased with that. With taking the lead again, but JBX will try to fight back. JBX is trying to late break than Dixon, but Dixon gets good traction. JBX gets a little bit better over the corner as he has DRS and slipstream again. But Dixon, it looks like he's running 1-1 wings and just flies away. As Bowie is back in DRS as well with 8 tenths. Last gained 10 positions. It's his debut here in F2 for Frl, and he's in P4 in the sprint race. Start from P14. He has been having a really good race here. Let's hope he can keep this up and maybe try to get on that podium. As see Bowie getting close to JBX, as Dixon is already pulled out of that DRS gap. Bowie needs to be in DRS here or he will be catched by Las. That's the last thing he wants. He really wants to be on that podium tonight. 8 tenths is the gap at the moment. Bowie has DRS on JBX. This is good for Bowie. But Las seems to get a good direction out of the corner. He has a slipstream and a DRS. They're weaving a bit to try and break the slipstream. Last tries to go side by side, but I don't think he's not near enough. He will get a second chance at this little straight, but Bowie also has DRS on JBX, so this will make it hard for Las, unless Las gets a really good exit. No, Bowie gets a good exit off that corner. Las can't get him. Sloso also trying to put his car there. Sloso still there. Las is in front still. As Finn will be trying to defend his championship as he's trying to gain on BLX. Dixon already leading by 3 seconds of JBX. He's just cruising and driving away. Bowie is also gaining on GBX. The gap is 4 tenths. Bowie might be able to get a P2 here in this race. It's been an eventful race so far. JBX is right in front of Bowie. Bowie has eyes on him. Bowie has eyes on GBX and only has one mission: overtake him for a P2 spot. He won't be pleased with it. He will be pleased with a P3, but even more pleased with a P2 as you go into lap 10 and Dixon sets a fast lap. There's lots of weaving going around. Bowie goes side by side, goes beside him and overtakes him. Will Las also get past? No, Las doesn't. JBX loses front wing. It's Bowie, the boat on the track. JBX has lost a bit of his front wing. That is not good. This means Las will be on the podium if JBX starts to pits. Let's see what will happen. Let's hope he won't retire, as GBX is still ahead of Las. He nearly spins. Las is ahead. He lost 3 positions to last, to slow and to Frl Alpha. Alpha's right behind slow so. Gives him a little bit of a love tap. Last nearly spins. Slow sees the opportunity. Try to close that gap. Try and be in front, but he's still 3 tenths behind. Last tries to stay into the DRS second of Bowie. At the moment he's out of DRS, so this means Slow might be able to get a move on him. But Last climbs back into that DRS second. But Frl Alpha is also lurking to try and get past. As Slow makes a tiny mistake. Frl Alpha puts the curb aside. Will he be ahead? No. Slow gets on the curb. Loses a little bit of traction, but not a lot of traction. Last doesn't get the DRS. He's out of 1 second. Slow and Alpha are fighting this out like lions. Frl Alpha goes besides him, as he will be looking to get that P4. Alpha overtakes Slow fights back. Slow gets back in front. Well, Alpha gets a 3-second penalty for running off the track. He loses the position to Slow again. Slow also has a penalty. Those two will fight for position. Last 5 tenths behind Bowie. Only 2 laps remaining. Will it be Last or Bowie into P2, as at the moment Dixon is confirming his victory. If he doesn't make a mistake, he will win the sprint race of Portimao. These two have been doing a sensational fight for the time being. Last gets really, he takes the corners really smooth and nicely, so he can try to stick with Bowie. The gap is 4 tenths, he gets better traction. Will he be ahead? No. Last knows I need that DRS, so he stays behind Bowie. Bowie is 3 tenths out. I don't know how many you need. I think you need to be 4 tenths out and have 2 cars. JBX gets a penalty as well. So these 3 will fight for position. These 3 are fighting for position at the moment because of their penalties. Alpha is out of Slow and Bowie gets passed by Last. Last runs a bit of the track. Bowie tries to stick with him. The Charouche fights the Prema. Last is ahead by nearly half a second now. Is that enough to keep P2, or will Bowie come back? Bowie can't overtake him on the straight. If he tries to stick with him, Slow to get past Frl Alpha again. The GBX and Finn are fighting this out really hard, as well as BLX and CS is fighting, is trying to get them as well. He goes for a move on Finn. Ooh, there was nearly contact there, but nicely avoided. Yellow flag sector 1. It's Barcologist who went for a spin in the Campos. Joffrey gets a penalty. Bowie is within the seconds of Last still. Will he stick with the second of Last, or will he lose out? Alpha is getting close again to Slow, so they'll be trying to fight to take back P4. As they make a little bit of contact there, Slow still ahead. Alpha is beside him. Alpha gets out of Slow into turn 1, into battle P4 and P5 over here. JBX is off track. Finn gets a penalty, and they make contact. JBX and BLX make contact, slight contact there. As see Finn also putting his car in there. Finn does a double move on them. As they made contact, they both made contact, and both seem to went for a spin. As Bowie is still in P3, Slow on P4. Battling hard with Alpha. Alpha gets that. Slow's off the track. It's the last lap, so they will be trying to give it all. Slow at the moment, not in front of Alpha, so it looks like Alpha will get P4 unless Slow can come back. Finn also has a penalty, so he won't be able to jump them. Dixon JBX gets another penalty. And Dixon rounds the final corner. And he wins from last on the grid in Portimao. He wins the sprint race. Second place we have Les, who's making his Frl F2 debut. He gets P2 from P14. Bowie in P3, that is the podium. Slow so. Ooh, did Alpha have had a bigger penalty than I thought? I think he might have had, because he dropped to P7. But again, what a drive by Dixon. He did it again. Just appreciate Dixon. He is a really, really good driver. This has been a monster drive by Dixon. Nicely done, Bowie. Nicely done. Bowie says, "Woo! I think the man is happy." Well done to the top three on getting on the podium. Now we're going to the feature race. Hopefully it's as exciting as this. Dixon did not expect it. Well, Dixon, you did it again, my friend. Well done. Well done, Dixon. You are the winner. Well done, mate. You deserved it. So, let's run down on the place where everybody finished. P1 Dixon from P15. P2 is Les from P14. Bowie lost 2 positions. That's the podium. P4 is Slow So. P5 is Finn. P6 is BLX and CS. Alpha indeed had a 6-second penalty, so he drops down to P7. JBX is P8. Rob Tuck left P9. Swinny P10. Buckles P11. Frl Lynx 28 Aviat on P12. P13 is Joffy the Emo. Then Emu. Then we have Jamie JJ in the Garland, who has DNF'd, and Crossfire Strikes, who has DNF'd. So, what a drive by Dixon again. Dixon, will you be trying to do it again in the race? I didn't laugh at you, Joffrey. Unfortunate for you, my man. Hope you can come back stronger in the future. I didn't laugh at you, Joffrey. Unfortunate for you, man. Try to show them what you have, what you're capable of in the feature race. Right, the ready up call has been given. As the feature race will be about to commence. The warm-up lap has begun. Crossfire is on pole, Joffrey P2, P3 is Finn, P4 is Lynx, P5 JBX, P6 Jamie JJ, P7 Slow, so P8 BLX and CS, P9 Swinny, P10 Bowie, P11 Robtech Live, 12 Parkologist, P13 Frl Alpha, P14 Last, and P15 Dixon. Who will win the race? Who will lose the race? Who will DNF? Who will survive? Let's find out. Let's see what everybody's starting on. Tires. Crossfire on the mediums, Finn on the alright, so the soft fronts are Joffrey and Lynx, the rest is on the mediums. Think it's easy to say it that way. Let's hope to have a sensational race. 19 laps. Lap times are around 1:26, so expect this race to be around 30-ish minutes. As he, oh, BLX and Slow So as F collided. They are on the grid already, as you see the guys coming around the final corner. Alright, the lights will go on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lofts, 5 lights on, and the lights are out, and away we go. Crossfire gets a good start, Joffrey gets a good start as well. Finn gets into P3. Lynx lose some positions. There's contact between JJ and Lynx. Finn into P3 still. Lynx into P4. Slow So losing some positions. Is battling with Swinny at the moment. Bowie lost positions as well. Barcologist seemed to have went for a spin. He seemed to be losing a bit of his front wing. As you have Mr. Kevin in the chat saying, alright Stickman, hello mate, how are you? See Rob Tuck Life going off. So many battles to look at here. Dixon only up 2 positions. He's had a much worse start than last race. Frl Alpha closing in on Bowie. Bowie didn't lose position and didn't gain one. This is at the moment one of the close battles on track. Bowie versus Alpha versus Jamie JJ. Alpha gets really close. You can nearly smell the exhaust pipe. Crossfire is still leading by nearly a second on Joffrey already. This is a beautiful camera shot of every car going. Alpha is trying to get ahead of Bowie, but there's a slipstream from everywhere. Barkle is just in the pit, speed in the pit lane. Got a 5-second penalty and he retires from the race. It's an early race. In my opinion, you should never retire this early in the race, as you never know what will happen. But Dixon is trying to get involved as well as the battle goes side by side. No, he tucks in behind less. He will be looking to try and go for the dive. He is side by side. Will Dixon do it? He gets past less into P12. Goes Dixon. Swinny, right by it, Slow So. He'll be looking to try and pass slow, so Buckle just left the session. Alpha vs Bowie is getting really intense again. Swinny versus Sloso also getting really good. Looks like Swinny lost some time. Might have got a little bit twitchy. Sloso lose some time to BLX. Alpha gets past Bowie. Bowie tries to fight back, but Bowie can't get past Alpha again. Dixon gets involved as well. Dixon trying to get past Bowie as soon as possible. Dixon gets really good exit out of that corner. He is right behind Bowie. DRS is enabled, but Dixon goes side by side with Bowie. Will he try to outbrake Bowie? Yes, he will, and he does it. Dixon goes into P11, up 4 position, 3 laps. Where will this man finish? He is on a mission to try and make it 2 wins again. Alpha versus Jamie JJ. The two Carlins are fighting it out. As Jamie doesn't have DRS, Alpha makes it quite easier with the DRS. As Dixon also tries to get involved. Dixon gets past Jamie JJ. What a move. Sloso versus BLX also getting good fight here versus JBX as well. Ooh, Swinny goes for a spin. Did he hit the wall? We can't see it. He is down to last place at the moment. It seems like his wing is still intact, so that's good. That is really good. As he Dixon trying to gain on Alpha. He's 4 times behind. Alpha will not have DRS on Sloso, so Dixon will be trying to get past him as soon as possible again. Crossfire is leading by a second of Joffrey. Joffrey is a second ahead of Finn. Dixon gets DRS. He goes beside Alpha and they touch! And they touch! Alpha nearly spins but keeps it. That was really good battle. Sloso versus BLX. Will Sloso try to go down the outside? No, he won't make it. This battle, as we see Lynx getting close to Finn as well. He'll be looking after last race to get into that lead as Crossfire got up and Joffrey is right behind Crossfire. He's 5 times behind. Joffrey 6 times behind Crossfire. 5 times behind Crossfire. He will have DRS on Crossfire. Will he take the lead into turn 1? Or will he stay behind Crossfire? Think personally he's too far back, but we'll see. Joffrey takes the fast lap of the race. On them softs. Joffrey gains about 3 tenths, which is not enough unfortunately. Still in the DRS. He has DRS as Sloso is close to BLX again, and Dixon is also right on his tail. Up 7 positions so far. Will Dixon get that as you see a move being done? BLX versus JBX. JBX stays in front. They are going side by side. There's contact! And they touch! Not the first time they've touched tonight. BLX gets ahead. Joffrey is still hunting down Crossfire. Joffrey is a emo on a mission. Joffrey the emu is on a mission to try and take the lead. Or like Jay Hartnell called him once, a long-necked bird As Crossfire runs a bit wide, Joffrey will be trying to get out as you see Link spitting. He is the first soft ones to pit. Joffrey is 3 times behind Crossfire. Joffrey seems to still have life in his dice, but he's predicted to pit really soon as well. See Dixon, who's also in the pits. He is on the mediums. Why has he pit? Did he get front wing damage, or is he going to soft 13 laps? Yeah, it seems to be going soft 13 laps. Doesn't have front wing damage. Joffrey is right behind Crossfire. This is better for the lead. Joffrey in his F2 debut goes side by side with Crossfire. Tries to force Crossfire into a mistake. Joffrey nearly loses it, but keeps it nice and steady. A little bit slide, but it all happens to us at that corner. Dixon down in P14. Joffrey gets not that good of traction out of the corner. Crossfire makes a little mistake, but gets traction right. It seems like Joffrey trying to stick close to Crossfire. 3 tenths, will it be enough? 4 tenths, will it be enough for for Mr. the Emu to get ahead of Crossfires into turn 1? He has DRS, he has a slipstream. He doesn't have ERS, as F2 cars doesn't have ERS. He goes side by side. He doesn't take it. Crossfire is trying to defend position. They're going side by side. Joffrey is at the moment in the lead of this race. Joffrey is in the lead of the race, as Crossfire is still beside them. Joffrey is ahead of him. Joffrey leads the F2 race in Portugal. Slow show versus Alpha. Alpha gets horrendous traction there. Slow show trying to go for a move. He backs out. Sweeney's in the pits. Dixon is trying to gain on links. Crossfire losing out a bit to Joffrey. Crossfire will be looking to try and get ahead of Joffrey once he pits again. Alpha hunting down GBX now, with Slow so still right behind him. This has been a really good race so far. Crossfire has the DRS on Joffrey still, but I don't think he is close enough to make a move into turn 1. At the moment it looks like Finn will jump Crossfire for P2. Joffrey is getting hunted by Crossfire now, as BLX gets a penalty for track limits, and Alpha and GBX are fighting. GBX got a little bit off track there, they're fighting really hard. GBX trying to get better tracks than Alpha. Ooh, as GBX nearly loses it, Alpha also nearly loses it. JBX is gaining and gaining. By the side they enter the corner, side by side, he goes deep. He loses 2 positions. Dixon starts a fast lap of the race. He's into his P13, gaining on links. Crossfire right behind Joffrey. Crossfire is still trying to hang on to Joffrey. Joffrey leads his first ever F2 Grand Prix. Actually second, because the sprint was his first, but this is his first feature race where he has to do a pit stop. So will he strategically play it well and win the race? That'll be awesome for him. The Crossfire doesn't get out of Joffrey. Joffrey gets switched, he gets a penalty as well. As the medium runners all starting to pit for softs. Joffrey is stretching those tires. Joffrey is still ahead of Crossfire at the moment. This battle for lead is kind of insane. JBX, yeah, those guys are close on track, I'd say. Dixon gets ahead of BLX as well. Dixon's into P11. That penalty is not good for Joffrey and for Crossfire, but it's good for Finn, as Finn's trying to hang on close enough to maybe try and win this race. They're getting away. Ooh, Finn is lagging a bit. Will Joffrey box his lap or will he stay out one more lap? Jamie JJ also gets a track limit penalty. If I have a Joffrey out pit, he stays out. Crossfire jumps in the pits. Will Dixon be ahead of Crossfire? That's a question we all have right now. Dixon gets a penalty as well. Everybody looks like to be getting penalties. Last gets a pit lane penalty. Finn has left the session because of his connection. Joffrey is leading the race. Dixon. Crossfire leaves the pit lane. Dixon is in the final corner. Will Lynx get out? No. Lynx will... Rob Tuglife gets out though. Lynx doesn't get out. Dixon goes out of last. Finn losing ground really fast. Dixon trying to gain faster and faster. Dixon just on the curb there, just within track limits, I think. Bowie into P5. I think he still has to do pit stop. Yeah, he still has to do pit stop. Bowie is gaining on GBX, but not by a lot. Dixon gaining on Lynx, little bit by little bit. Let's see if he can get him. Joffrey's in the pits. Finn, his AI, is pitting. Will Slowso take lead or will he pit as well? Slowso will lead his first ever Grand Prix in F2, I think. JBX is in the pits, Bowie stays out as well. Bowie will be P2. Joffrey is in the split box. Will Dixon get him or will Crossfire even get him? Crossfire is in the final corner. Where's Joffrey? Joffrey's driving out right now. Will Crossfire get him? It will be close. It will be close. Joffrey gets out ahead of Crossfire. Joffrey is ahead of Crossfire. Joffrey is on the mediums. Crossfire is on the softs. Joffrey is off the track. Crossfire overtakes Joffrey. Joffrey has DRS, so he'll be trying to stay close. But Crossfire is on soft tires, which are faster than the mediums. This has been a good race so far. Bowie into P2, gaining on slow, so little bit by little bit. Jamie JJ into P3. We was the P6 and the top 3 still have to pit, as Dixon is P8 at the moment. We'll be trying to look to gain maybe bit by bit on Lynx, as he's doing that right now, as Lynx in the fight with Rob Ducklife. Will Lynx pass him? Lynx goes for a dive. Not much contact, but slight contact as Slowso pits. Slowso pits, Bowie stays out. Bowie leads the F2 race at Portimao. Crossfire is into P3. Joffrey into P4. He's trying to stay in the second of Crossfire. Dixon is in P5 at the moment. He will be looking to get a podium finish over here. These are penalties if you guys are wondering. Rob Tucklife is right behind Lynx. Rob, take it easy. It's yellow flag in sector 1. It's JBX. who seem to have spun or collided with someone. As Slowso will also try to get ahead of JBX, and Slowso nearly spins it. JBX loses it again. He lost his front wing, a part of his front wing, which is not that good for him. But at the moment, no real close battles on track, so guys wanna see onboard of somebody, let me know and I'll show you the onboard of those guys. At the moment there are no really battles happening as Bowie goes in the pits. Jamie JJ stays out and lead F2 racing. Yep. Jamie JJ now leads F2 race. Crossfire goes into P2. Joffrey into P3. Will Dixon get out of Bowie? Dixon goes out of Bowie into P4. With this pace, Dixon might be able to get on the podium. He's not really gaining on Joffrey, but he is gaining on Joffrey, but not a lot. Bowie comes out in P10 where he started. BLX and Rob Ducklife are fighting really good. Going side by side. Everybody pitted? No, Rob hasn't pitted yet. BLX is ahead, Rob is fighting back. This is a really good battle to see. BLX is ahead of Rob, as Dixon is gaining on Joffrey bits by bits every lap. But trying to get P2, maybe even try and reach crossfires and win the race. So you have JBX trying in the pits. Yeah, he's had enough of tonight. Dixon gained about 6 to 7 tenths on Joffrey this lap, which is really good. If he keeps on doing the space, he might be able to get that P2 in the end. Sorry guys, but my voice is starting to go a bit, so I have to keep it down a bit. That I don't lose my voice. So P3 is Dixon at the moment, as Lynx goes into P4 with no penalties. This will play a big role for him if he keeps like this with no penalties. So yeah, Alpha is fighting Rob Ducklife now. They get pretty close. 5 tenths. Rob Ducklife is just a vibing mindless business. Ooh, we need to lose it. Nice save by Rob. Nice save by Rob there. Alpha goes into P6 without a penalty this time. Dixon is gaining on Joffrey as Crossfire takes lead. Joffrey in P2 and Dixon P3. Alpha is gaining again. He might be able to get Joffrey, but I don't think he'll be able to reach Crossfire. Dixon is 1.9 off Joffrey. 5 laps remaining. Not really close battles on track, so just stick with Dixon for the time being. Let's make it the Dixon show for a bit. Let's see how he does it, and let's see if he can gain a lot. Crossfire puts in the fast lap of the race with a 26.3, as Dixon is lapping 26.6s, so he's only lapping 3 tenths slower than Crossfire on all the tires. Dixon is getting closer and closer to Joffrey. Dixon might catch Joffrey, but it will be close. Dixon has to gain massively. Try to get in the DRS by lap 17. If he is in the DRS by lap 17, Dixon will get Joffrey. Las gets a time penalty. Let's look at the penalties once again. Right, you have Crossfire. The top 3 has 3 seconds. Then, yeah, the top 3 has 3 seconds. P5 is 3 seconds, Rob has 3 seconds, Last is 8, Slowso 3 and Jamie 3. Dix is 1.3 off Joffrey, he's getting closer. Dixon might be able to get DRS this lap even if he can push it closer to Joffrey, but I don't think he will. Maybe he can if Joffrey makes a small mistake. 1.1, 1.2, 1.1, 1 second. He's in the DRS of Joffrey, which is what he needs. Crossfire is just running away with it. Dixon does lap a 26.3, nearly the fast lap of the race. Dixon is lapping some insane pace at the moment. I see Rob versus Les happening. Rob versus Les is happening. Rob is getting. Ooh, Rob gets a penalty as he got a little bit twitchy, it seems like. But Dixon is 4 tenths of Joffrey now. Will Dixon get Joffrey at lap 16? We predicted it to be lap 17, but Dixon is going around the outside, seems like. No, Dixon stays behind Joffrey at the moment. This is not good because Lynx can catch up now. It's the yellow flag, sector 1. Jamie JJ retired. He has crashed, unfortunately. A VSC has been called, not a full safety car. Virtual safety car has been called. Now let's hope no one gets a drive through, because that will not be good at this point of the race. Don't think Rob still has to do his pit stop. Rob still has to pit. If Rob doesn't pit, he will be disqualified from this race. Someone tell Rob that he has to pit. Dixon is close to Joffrey. That was close to contact. Joffrey is getting threatened. 12. From 13 position gain now, Dixon is ahead of Joffrey. Crossfire gets another 3 seconds. Dixon gets another 3 seconds. Joffrey is in race winning position now. Joffrey is at the moment in race winning position. Will he be able to win his first ever F2 race? He has to keep it within 6 seconds of Crossfire. If he can use Dixon as DRS, that will be good. Joffrey nearly lose it. Gap is 8 tenths to Dixon from Joffrey. George has to try to keep it on track and not bend it. I see 1.1. Joffrey is climbing, falling out of DRS of Dixon. Joffrey at the moment still in racing position, but won't be for long. 5.8. 5.9. And he's out of 6 seconds. No, he still isn't. Dixon does fast lap of the race on kinda all tires. So Dixon is lapping insanely fast. As Joffrey is still in racing position and he's out of 6 seconds. Oh no, I'm not, I didn't see Joffrey at 3 seconds, my bad. Joffrey has 3 seconds, so he does need to be inside 3 second window. As Dixon also has to be inside, Dixon has to overtake Crossfire if he wants to win this race. Dixon is trying to get towards Crossfire. Crossfire is 4 seconds after 2 laps remaining. Rob went for a pit stop. That's good. Don't want to see him getting disqualified. Dixon is gaining on Crossfire, but not enough to win the race. As we will head into the last lap soon. Dixon will be happy with P1 and P2, both from P15 on the grid. Joffrey will be on the podium as well, if he keeps it going like this. Dixon keeps it in the white lines. Dixon will be trying to win this race, or was trying to win this race, but it seems like that it's become impossible for him because Crossfire is that far ahead. Dixon has gained 6 tenths on the last 2 laps. It's still very outstanding from Dixon to come from last to second again. This has been a very good race. Lots of drama, lots of battles, lots of action. Crossfire will cross line very soon. Dixon has a fast lap still. The 1:26.302. 16 milliseconds faster than Crossfire's lap time. Crossfire rounds the final corner. He rounds the final corner, he goes to straight, and he wins in Portugal the F2 feature race. Dixon comes home in P2. Joffrey the Emu comes home in P2. He gets P2 off Dixon. Dixon is into P3. Lynx into P4. BLX into P5 at the moment. 6th Alpha, 7th less. At the moment he has a 8-second penalty. Finn will jump in for no, Finn is P8. Bowie is P7, he jumped Finn and less. Slowso is P10. Swinny rounds the final corner. He comes home to finish in P11. Unfortunately for the spin for him, because he could have been higher up. Then we have to wait for Rob now. This has been a very good race. And Rob comes home P12. Congrats everyone. Congrats to the podium as well. Congratulations to Dixon, as he did a mega job to try and win that race. Dixon drive the day again. What a drive by him. Let's run over the last time today the order. P1 Crossfire, P2 Joffrey, P3 Dixon, P4 Lynx, P5 BLX, P6 Alpha, P7 Bowie, P8 Las, P9 Finn, P10 Slowso, P11 Swinny, P12 Rob, P13 Jamie, P14 JBX and P15 Barcologist. Some lovely racing going on tonight. I really enjoyed it. It was fun to commentate. Good job, Joffrey, on a podium on your debut. You did really well, man. Great drive from you. Great debut. Good job. Good job, Dixon as well. Last to third. Joffrey, you were 3 seconds off your first win, man. It will come. It will come. You have the pace for it. So everybody, this was me. I'll be back next week in Jeddah for the F2. Hopefully I can see you guys next week. Have a good night, everyone. In case I don't speak to you guys, good morning, good evening, good night. See you guys later.